You told me 3 weeks ago that you wouldn't be rushed into making an appointment for the head coach. You've actually turned it around very, very quickly. You got the man you wanted, Michael Di Venuto. You must be delighted.
Yeah, very, very pleased. We welcomed Michael straight away. He fulfilled all the attributes that I was looking for. Obviously, when Graham Ford left us to go to Sri Lanka, it wasn't the ideal timing, but fully understood the reasons why. And therefore, it was vitally important that I looked at the type of person we wanted, the type of person that will help take the club forward, and Michael fulfilled all those requirements. So we welcome him, we look forward to working with him. I must thank Cricket Australia as well for the way they've dealt with everything, allowing him to leave and join us almost straight away. He'll be here for the start of April for what will be a busy and exciting season.
He's shown his prowess as a batting coach with Australia. If you look at the likes of Steve Smith, David Warner, how those guys have, well, their games have kicked on tenfold, haven't they? So he's shown his prowess in that department already. Yeah,
100%. And when I appointed Graham Ford a couple of years ago, I said I wanted someone who has a track record of improving players. And Michael does that. You know, as you said, you just mentioned David Warner, Steve Smith, two of the finest players in the world, and they spoke in glowing terms about him. So I also did a lot of homework, speaking to a lot of people around the world who knew Michael, knew how he worked. Also, he had great county experience, which counted in his favour very much so, because 12 years playing county cricket, you've got to know how it works, you've got to know what it's like day in, day out, and therefore, again, another tick in the right box.
Yeah, and reading some of the articles about him and his philosophies, he talked a lot about relationships with players and building those relationships, and that'll be his first thing, won't it, to get into that dressing room and start building those relationships?
Yeah, exactly. It's getting to know players, working as the, let's say, call it a head coach, a team leader, but also on an individual basis. That's vitally important, because it's not just about the 11 all the time or the 21 players on the staff all the time. It's about one-on-one relationships, and again, he's got a good track record there, and again, that counted in his favour. So, though I spoke and had a lot of people firing names at me left, right and centre, as you can imagine, for a job of this stature, it was pretty obvious and pretty clear to me that Michael stood out.
And for him, a big challenge, obviously, his first job as head coach. How much is he looking forward to it, having spoken to?
Of course he is. You know, I mean, to leave the number one side, or probably the team that's about to go to number one in the world, as long as they beat New Zealand tomorrow, then it was a big decision for him to make. He'd just been offered a new contract by Cricket Australia. They obviously thought very, very highly of him. But the opportunity to come and lead a county, be that head coach in his own right, was very, very important to him. He'd enjoyed the short role of being head coach while Darren Lehman was off with his deep vein thrombosis issue. So he enjoyed that, and I'm very, very confident that he'll fit in very well here. As I said, when Graham Ford came in, it was an excellent appointment, and I'm also very, very confident this will be just as good. And
the final question, you mentioned it there briefly, but 12 years of county experience, he knows exactly what he's coming into, doesn't he? It won't be a shock to him, the schedule and the day in, day out, that's something he knows all about, which is absolutely vital.
Yeah, that's so important, and that is the thing. If you have someone who doesn't really know county cricket, who's only seen it from the outside, to me that's a bit of a risk. Whereas someone who has been involved on a day-to-day basis understands the work that goes into preparing a player, and then the work that takes its toll on a player throughout the season is vitally important, and Michael's in a great position to have witnessed that. He's been a part of that. He's had great success when he's played. He won the county championship back-to-back with Durham as a player, and now he's got an opportunity of taking a county forward.